Just like a dream, everything concerning what led to the cry of this young man Mohbad are gradually unfolding one after the other. Was gonna be. Mohbad released one statement before he left this world, and that statement is what is keeping this justice movement afloat like a moving boat on top of a sea. It's obvious something hidden transpired before the guy by, and the people who were supposed to say the truth were made not to say anything. Since the incident happened, one big rumor concerning one popular artist in Nigeria has been woven around the country. Today, Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, a Nigerian doctor who lived abroad, is here to spill more fat on that. But before then, if you are new in this particular channel, please hit on the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel, Onest TV. Turn on the bell icon to get notified on time whenever I drop a new video. And for my returning subscribers and those who always watch my videos on a daily basis, I'm forever grateful. Thank you for what you do. At this moment, let's proceed.
We don't think Mohbad has any children. I've never believed it. Liam is a Telegoni baby. Liam has not had a credible DNA test. Liam had 2 private DNA tests, and I announced it to Nigerians last November and also in February of 2025 that this boy had a private DNA test in Abuja and one in Lagos. Yabo, Lagos, Tonto, Abuja. And these tests came out negative for Mohbad. Mohbad is not the father of Liam. Okay, he's a Telegoni baby. Everybody can Google Telegoni with their expensive phone. When a mother of a child has many sex partners, the child can start looking like the actual person that's supposed to be the father in the house or any of the boyfriends. So the only way you can eliminate this inheritance thing called telegony is actually to have a DNA test to know who the exact father is. This is the cause of the fight with Mohbad and his wife in the backseat of the car. The driver lied that he didn't understand Yoruba. It's not true. And the driver had an interview with VDM. And a lot of people said, how do I know what the information was? What were they arguing about? How many people were in the car? The driver, Liam, Mohbad, and Wumi. So obviously it looks like the driver spoke to me, right? I haven't confirmed or denied that. I did a forensic investigation and I protected the source. Like I said, if the source decides I don't want to be protected, I want to talk to VDM too, I need money. I mean, you can see the driver at the end of the interview saying he needs money too. But I'm going to tell you one thing. The visa to Canada and the child was the big brunt of that, fight that filtered in the house, and Mohbad got injured and he died. And when he died, they took advantage of some of his body parts and other things, and people got away with murder. The $2 million that was paid was not paid as a condolence fee. Davido sent $2 million through Dre for Mohbad's father. They paid for something. It wasn't, here's my condolence money to bury Mohbad. They paid for something. Davido of 30 BG paid for something. But like I said, believability is almost zero in Nigeria. Nobody wants to believe you until 4 or 5 years' time. Kemi was right. So that's what I have to say about that. The mother of Liam is Wumi Adebanjo, who is supposed to be the common law wife to Mohbad. Wumi Adebanjo has never called my name one time in any of her interviews, in any of her social media posts, nothing. The only time she mentioned my name was in a DM that was sent to Just Lover, and that's basically Iyabo Ojo sending a DM to herself. When Mohbad died, Iyabo was running that CYY handle. Wumi's handle was handled by Iyabo almost 85% of the time. Nigerians didn't know that. She was doing all the chat GPT posts for her and all that. And she was sending herself's message. Iyabo has a multiple personality. It's like the movie that Funke Akindele did. They know themselves. So she was messaging herself saying, that stupid journalist Kemi always bullied Mohbad when he was alive, not knowing that I didn't know Mohbad well when he was alive. I met him one time at the Savage funeral. So that's Yabo. At the end of the day, my thing is, if Wumi doesn't do that DNA test, it wouldn't make a difference. Naira Marley must hold on to that money and not give everybody. I told everybody this in October of 2023 that Naira Marley has all the money and all the royalties from Mohbad from the first album, and it's a lot of money. Naira Marley has spoken out in about a few weeks ago. I have all Mohbad's money. I just don't know who to give it to. Child hasn't done a DNA test. Naira must not make that mistake of transferring the assets to the child. Wumi dimmed Mohbad's light. The people that wanted Mohbad gone, she helped them. His brother and his brother-in-law, Darusha and Adura, were accomplices that obstructed the murder. So clearly Nigerians can see that VDM brought out the chats where they said in there that they were not interested in an autopsy. So Dike did not care about what killed Mohbad. They only cared about drowning Naira Marley and collecting money for Wumi. So it was a very well organized plot. And as a journalist, I can't sit here at 61 years old soon in a week and say that I'm waiting for the mainstream media to report what I'm doing. I'm a journalist. I'm better than the mainstream media. I've always been better than them. I just didn't have the money that the mainstream media had. If you pull all the journalists out of the mainstream media in Nigeria, they're nobodies. You've never heard of them or their names. They were only affiliated with the mainstream media. I'm going to talk more about that, though. But as for Wunmi Adebanjo, her mother being the police officer had a lot of influence in botching that case. And they've protected her identity for a long time now. No photos out there, no full names, nothing. I have her name in my book. I'm writing a book, like a memoir, about every case that I did. And Mohbad's one is going to be very prominent. What do I want to say about the Mohbad case is that case was very passionate to me. Mohbad didn't like me. I don't know why, but I was told after he died that because of the beef I had with Davido. And he went around the industry telling people not to work with my son. At the time I met him, that was the year I started my volunteer work with the NDLEA. And Mohbad told producers that her son can find weed in the studio and go report us. I just know that I'd made appointments with Rexy, Uber. I made appointments with producers and they canceled my son last minute. I have to travel. I'm doing this and all. Rexy apologized to me and said it's really not like that. But after Mohbad died, so my own thing is this. If Mohbad liked Davido so much and he heard that this woman is a mad woman, always abusing Davido, blah, blah, and because of that, he was the only Malian that didn't take a photo with me during the Tiwa Savage father's funeral. Mohbad didn't like me. And the one time I met him was the same one time I met Naira Marley. But when he started fighting Naira Marley the next year, I was the one that intervened in the tweets when he was in the hospital. And I was tweeting along with him and as well as a doctor friend of mine because we were concerned about, his health. And Mohbad did not really respond to me in those tweets, but the whole of the industry ignored him. I know that those tweets are very valuable now when I bring them out. Some people accuse me, what did you do for Mohbad? I tried to intervene, and those were the early signs that there was a lot of bullying going on and things would get worse. And then somewhere around 2023, May of 2023, Anonymous posted something about Mohbad. that they wanted to eliminate him. I blew the whistle and I said the industry is getting ready to eliminate Mobad, but nobody paid attention. Some people saw the post, but I feel that the post had to do with some trolls or insiders who call themselves anonymous, and they were pointing at Naira Marley and the bullying. But the way it would come out is it wasn't actually that group, Naira Marley, Sam Larry, Marley and Music, that actually killed him. It was something else. So we have that situation all the time where somebody has threatened someone and then they die and then the police go straight to that person that made the threat. Naira Marley and Sam Larry, I've never spoken to Sam Larry. I never had any kind of communications with him. But Naira Marley, I met for the first time at the Savage funeral. And then I spoke to him twice in the DM and once on the phone. One of the DMs was my birthday in 2019, the celebrity-studded birthday that I had with the photo shoot by Tony Lawani. And Naira Marley sent me money that year for my birthday and posted me on his story, which was cool. I found it cool. He came on my live. Tiwa Savage sang on my live. And anyway, in 2021, when I met him at the Savage funeral, I said to him, I finally met Naira. Naira, kilo day now. Birthday, now. You know my birthday is August, right? 6th. So here's September 3rd as Tiwa's father's funeral. My birthday was 30 days ago. Kilo Shele Naira will send me gifts this year. And in Nigeria, what we do in the industry, people beg people in the industry. You don't know this, but we beg each other for money in the industry. It's like, Naira, send me a gift this year now. Meaning, Naira, you didn't send me a gift this year. Naira now said, Mommy, send me your account number. I'll send you 500K tonight. Now, if you look at 2021, 500K was a lot of money. So I sent him my account number in the DM. Until today, I never got the 500K. Since that DM, Naira stopped talking to me. I don't know why. But I DM like 4 more times. Naira, where's the money now? And I really needed that money. I was saving for a car. And I said, well, I just left it alone. And the next year, he was bullying. They beat Mubad up at the house. So we're in 2022 now. I just left Naira Marley alone. After it wasn't even me that contacted him and said they've raided your house. The NDA just raided his house in February of 2022. He didn't respond to me, but the WhatsApp thing went blue, meaning that he read it. So I haven't spoken to Naira since 2021. And to be seeing people say he's paying me, he's doing this when Mubad died, it was kind of shocking. Sam Larry I've never met, but people have seen me with Sam Larry in a footage at the Savage funeral. He walked right in front of me and came to Naira. When I met Naira, Naira was next to me. He came to Naira and whispered something in his ears and left. I'm like, where did you see me with Sam Larry? So when people brought it, I was really crying on that TikTok live. When people brought the footage belonged to Boa TV, one internet, vlogging platform. Boa TV was just filming the same funeral reception. And Sam Larry was just another person wearing the ashrebi and came to talk to Naira when I was there. I didn't know who he was. I wasn't introduced to him. So we have been in a footage together, but we don't know each other. So I was shocked when they were saying they were funding me. No, that's Nigeria for you. I got a lot of that when I was an investigative journalist practicing. Fatoyinbo has paid you. This one has paid you. That one has paid you. But yet I still beg for money for my work. But the way I saw the whole thing was the Naira Marley issue. I regret doing one thing though. On the day I was tweeting Mubad when they beat him up, Naira was viciously tweeting, abusing him and everything. Mubad was sitting in the hospital with blood pressure machine on the frame. I got so mad, I said in a tweet that Naira Marley should delete all the fucking tweets. I tweeted that. Naira, please delete all this fucking tweets. This is uncalled for, blah, blah, blah. So in the end of the whole beef that spilled online, not one person in the industry intervened. Naira ended up deleting the tweets and did exactly what I said. Until I realized it a year and a half later that I wish I never told him that I need those tweets now. We have no record of them. Even the place they call deleted tweets is not there. Those tweets are so pertinent now to the case of Mohbad. But since Naira Marley has been exonerated from that case, it won't be needed. But what he was saying on this tweet, he was viciously bashing Mohbad. He called him a loyal, not loyal, a very disloyal, some harsh word like disloyal moron. He spent a lot of money investing in him and all that. But who gave Mohbad that very poor advice to leave Malian music? It was Zlatan. Zlatan started the whole spiral that causes Mohbad demise. The fights, the bullying, everything. And yet they were not there for him. Him and Bellish murder, they disappeared from sight. And they drove him into what happened. It's very sad because that's the music industry for you in America, Canada, Nigeria. Everywhere you go, the music industry has that. Look at America and look what's happening again. My own child is an upcoming rapper. He works most of the time in modeling now, but I want to do a concert for him when I get to go back to the States. Next year they're talking about President Trump's birthday, 80th, 250 years in America, America 250. And so we want to have our own nice little concert thing, club concert tour, and we've named it already, Make America Rap Again. Where are the rappers? Young Thug just came out of a lengthy trial, jail. Little Dirk is locked up, Grammy Awards winning. After that, he gets locked up. Diddy's locked up. Tory Lanez is locked up. A lot of our rappers are locked up. So we want America to rap again. But the industry is shady everywhere. And it's very sad that Mohbad's wife, who was in a fight with him, caused this accident. The Nigerian authorities have failed to see that, and the court system, the executive, the legislative, the judiciary, they failed to see that this was a domestic violence issue